Clemson defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence was number one in our rankings at one point, finished number two behind Rashawn Gary. That's not so shabby, and there's a reason why we like the defensive tackle so much. First of all, he was a tall interior defensive lineman, and usually those guys have trouble being a little bit upright. They have trouble with leverage. When you get your hands on them, sometimes you can move them where you want to. Not with this kid. He always played with good leverage. He always played with good pad level. It was actually astonishing the first couple times I saw him how well he was, how good he was, I'm sorry, when it came to playing with that low pad level. Again, I've seen a lot of these guys take a long time to develop that. Rashawn Gary is a great example, a guy who was very upright early in his career and took a long time to become a natural leverage guy. Dexter Lawrence was always that. The other thing I liked about him, he was great off of contact. If you got your hands off him, he always had a counter move. He was a very good pass rusher as an interior defensive lineman, and that's rare as well. When you're talking about a 6'5", 300-pound kid, usually those guys are pocket pushers. They'll bull rush. They'll get the offensive lineman on his heels, and they'll push the offensive lineman into the quarterback. But not with this kid. He could not only pursue very well for a big man. He had pass rushing moves. He had very good technique, whether it's an arm over, a rip move. He had defensive end pass technique for an interior defensive lineman. So all of those things very special. There was nothing about him that wasn't special. We knew he was going to be very good. Now, obviously, he's having a tremendous career. No surprise there. And a kid that the NFL absolutely loves. So Dexter Lawrence finished number two. I don't regret it. Rashawn Gary is a freak. So it was a flip of a coin, and this is probably, to me at least, the two best defensive tackles I've ever scouted in the same year. And the first time we had a defensive tackle be number one in Rashawn Gary, but Dexter Lawrence right there.